This was the scenario in most offices in the federal government civil service for several years. For a long time, the Nigerian civil service was characterized by a manual system of operation, where data were saved in manual files, which was cumbersome, slow, and inefficient. The Nigerian government did not have accurate information about the size and nature of its workforce due to an ineffective manual and file-based personnel system operated by the public service. This system made government business very slow and frustrating, and an unimaginable high rate of ghost workers, fraudulent public servants claiming and collecting salaries of non-existing staff.
Formally, some people can put up their data and later on change it.
To check these lapses, federal government in October 2006 conceived the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System, known as the IPPIS. First piloted in 6 ministries, the IPPIS now covers about 380 ministries, departments, and agencies.
It helps in planning. We know how many people that are going to be paid and how much they are going to be paid.
At its initial takeoff, the scheme encountered some problems.
My name is Oluwole and somebody else feel Olawole, which makes it different from what you have in the document. The salary will not be paid. Those are the things, the first teaching problem that we noticed. And some people, they feel the wrong grade level.
At the point of doing registration, some of them make mistakes, and some at the point of doing the registration, the names they have in the bank, are different from the name they registered on IPPI portal. Some of them, at the point of doing registration, they made mistake in their age.
First piloted in 6 ministries, the IPPIS now covers about 380 ministries, departments, and agencies. At its initial takeoff, the scheme encountered some problems. Despite some of these problems, the scheme succeeded in facilitating the discovery of thousands of fake names on government's payroll. About 46,861 fake names have been removed from the federal government payroll via the centralized data of the project. Available records show that, as at December 2013, the federal government had saved over 119 billion naira from the partial implementation of the scheme. Beneficiaries of the scheme say though much progress has been made since its introduction, there are still some issues that need to be tackled. Despite some of these problems, the scheme succeeded in facilitating the discovery of thousands of fake names on government payroll. About 46,861 fake names have been removed from the federal government payroll via the centralized data of the project. Available records show that, as at December 2013, the federal government had saved over 119 billion naira from the partial implementation of the scheme. Beneficiaries of the scheme say though much progress has been made since its introduction, there are still some issues that need to be tackled.
Most of the errors or most of the problems that we have now on arrears of promotions of 2012, the arrears as a result of misspelled of name, difference in the bank name to the name on the payroll, which are the things that the IPPIS stands to control, to correct. Educating the people, let them know that, look, fill the correct thing, make sure the date of birth, there is no interposition of it there. And we were able to achieve 80% initially when we started. They make any blockage. Nobody can take salary in IPPIS and come and take an FRCN again. It's a good program. In 2-3 years, I see it as a perfect and good program of the federal government, which will save us from a lot of menace that we have been facing in payment of salary. And people will now realize that there is no ghost somewhere that is working.
It has reduced the issue of duplication of names. Thank God, recently we had an audit exercise on IPPIS and nothing was found. We thank God for that.
The IPPIS project went live with the payroll component in 2007. 8 years after, how has it been? How are civil servants finding this project? The IPPIS project went live with the payroll component in 2007. 8 years after, how has it been? How are civil servants finding this scheme?